What if your university, library, study room booking, and study group all live inside one secure web app instead of 3 different spreadsheets and a paper register? That's exactly what I built. Hello everyone, I am Rafiul Islam, and this is my project, StudyBuddy, full stack academic resource management system I built for my database management system Sessional. Let's get into it. StudyBuddy is a role-based web platform that automates three-core things every university student deal with: borrowing, library booking, study room, and formatting study group. All backend by normalized MySQL database and secure with proper authentication. And there are three roles: student, faculty, and admin, each with different access level. Here's the problem I was solving. At most, university library borrowing is tracked manually or a spreadsheet. Room booking are first come, first served with zero conflict detection, and there are no centralized way to manage study group. On top of that, overdue fine are rarely tracked automatically. StudyBuddy fix all four of these in a single platform. Let's talk stack. The frontend is plain HTML, CSS, and JavaScript using the Fetch API for AJAX. No heavy frontend part intentionally, since the first of these project all the database layer. The backend is PHP 7.4 running on Apache, and the database is MySQL 8.0. Architecture really this is a classic three-tier system: browser, PHP application layer, and MySQL data layer. And the entire thing is containerized with Docker. I show you that the deployment in a bit. By business logic, validation, security, fine calculation, never touch the browser data, which is never directly exposed to client. Now, the heart of any database project, the database design. I design in 8 entity set connected role, 7 relationship, normalize up to third normal form. User is a central strong entity. Then I have weak and transactional entities like resource, borrowing, room booking, which cannot exist with a parent user. One design decision I am proud of: overdue fine are not always stored as a static column in a few places. I calculate them dynamically using deadlift at a query time, so the value is never scaled in the admin panel. So I do store it for performance and recalculate it on demand. A deliberative denormalization trade-off, which I can talk more about if you are curious. What that look like in PHP MyAdmin. You can see the foreign linking everything together, and the user, study room, study group, banking, resource, notification. Let's actually use the app. Here the login page. Notice the demo credential box, but in production every password here is hashed with Bcrypt prospector 20. I also added rate limit. If you 5 fail attempt, lock the account for 15 minutes, and every form of this entire site carries a CSRF token to prevent cross-site request. And we are in this student dashboard. At a glance, active, booking, bro, the library is create group, find group, and notification all pull live from the database. Quick action. Let me jump straight into booking a room, or here the library module. I can filter my type or search, and this search is not basic like query. It's using MySQL full text index with mask against in Boolean mode, so it's fast even with a large dialog. Now, when I borrow this, here two things happen inside a single database transaction. A new borrowing record is created and a notification is generated automatically. If either false, the both rollback and the acid is in action. Here the notification. And now study room. Room booking show real-time availability by date, and behind the scene it check for overlapping time slot before confirming. So double booking is not possible. Suppose I book this room, I can start time and end time for purpose. Yes, and the notification is here. Now go to the now switching to the admin view. This dashboard is entirely database driven. Total user, active, browsing, overdue item, error analytic dashboard. These two charts are rendered live with Chart.js monthly live distribution. There are also real-time overdue checklist with calculate fine. One more thing I want to show: deployment. The entire stack PHP, Apache, MySQL, and my PHP MyAdmin run in 3 Docker container defined in one Docker Compose file. So one command and the whole system is enough. No manual install, no work on my machine problem. This mirrors how real production system get deployed. And this was not all smooth. A few real challenge. I initially wrote some PHP 8 only syntax that broke on our PHP 7.4 server. Had to refactor every mass expression into Swiss. I also did a password hash mismatch during the login that took some debugging directly inside the Docker container. And MySQL does not support a column if not exist like MariaDB does. So I wrote a small store procedure to make my migration safely rerunnable. That's StudyBuddy, a complete academic resource management system covering library automation, room booking, study group, real-time motivation, and admin analytic dashboard, all backed by a properly normalized database and secure with industry standard practice. The full source code in the GitHub link if you are working on a database project yourself. I hope this give you some idea. Drop a comment if you have any question about any part of the implementation. Happy to explain. Thanks for watching, and I will see you in the next project.